Alive. All right, so what we gotta do? Let's see here. I've got to bring the chat up. So we gotta go over here, click this. I got to refresh. There we are. Click this. Copy. Pause. Switch to live chat. Go down here. Dun, dun, dun. Go over here. We gotta click. Are we in? Where the fuck am I in? Here we go. Sorry, it's taking me a second here. My brain is not working. Yeah, everyone. Send it. What? Close. Okay, that's posted. That's posted. People are starting to come in. We are on live chat. That is muted. I think all the background stuff is done. I'm wearing the same shirt right now. You got the Ice Throne shirt on. Very cool one. I'm wearing the same shirt. Where did you get yours? That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so that's the chat is right there. So I gotta move this out of the way a touch. All right. We're going here. We're going. All right, that's all right. So what's up, Trip, TARDIS, Walter White, Bear Family, Geo, Amber. I'm at work, but I have you on the background. All right, sounds good there, TARDIS. Click. Whoa! What up, El Papa? Local Grow Guy, Speedy Burst, JJ, Dylan, Blazin, Darnell, Real Hippie. He's got her Spartan shield on, love it. Barney, Emil, what's going on, Emil? Over on that side of the world. Chiba, Canis, D Juggalo, Jason, the LED grower. Just ordered my t-shirt, DT. Thanks. No problem, brother. Glad you saw one of the designs you liked, and you got one of the limited edition t-shirts because they're only going to be in there till Friday, then they gone. Floyd, did I say Sasha? I think I said Sasha. Maybe not. Well, I've said it now. Sasha. Smoke Ring. I already said Smoke Ring. D18, what's up, buddy? Canna, Carlos, AKR, Light One, John Boy, Floyd. I think I said Floyd, maybe? I don't know. I get confused. I'm fucked up. Rick, Rhino, I said D18. Getting ready to roll out fishing. We gotta come say hi and listen in. Hey, man, I wish I was going fishing right now. I like fishing. What's up, GT? What's up, Air Force Vet? OG, Andy Silver, Red Pill Grower. Hey, I love that Spartan Shield there, brother. James S. About to place my order. Ooh, boy. The Eagle design is fire. Hey, thanks, man. That was probably the one I was most nervous about was the Eagle design and the blue shirt design. I mean, I knew the Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer design would do really well because it's the cash design, and it's on a black shirt. So, you know my feelings towards black shirts. That's all I wear. And so I was very nervous about putting it on a blue shirt, but it seems to be doing okay. Nothing crazy good as far as the sales, but seems to be doing decently. But the Eagle design is doing, it's like cash design is in first place on the shirt, Eagle design in second, and then the blue shirt is in third. So, no surprising. That's what happens when you bring another color shirt in besides black. You need to design a dugout for each flavor. Maybe. But I mean, how many dugouts do you need? But that would be nice, just to be able to, and then only pack that flavor into that dugout. Got myself and the granddaughter a blue shirt. Nice. Thank you. I bought 2 blue. Hey, what's up, Artful? One of my most handy dandy awesome mods. Listening in the background, doing chores. Hey, what up, Jim? What up, John? Ferris, Jimmy, Rick Riviera, go Bills. I was so disappointed in the last playoff year. I thought last year was the year the Bills were going to beat the Chiefs. And I honestly think the Bills beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl last year. And it was just, I don't know how the Chiefs got past the Bills last year. I don't understand it. My wife has taken over the shirt collection, going for the blue one this time. Nice. The Eagle. That's what my daughter screams. She goes, Eagle. You got the blue shirt in the dugout? Nice, nice, nice. And guys, if you didn't, it's in the email that I send out, but if you didn't know, there is a $500 game that goes on with the orders. So from the orders from starting Friday, so starting yesterday, through this Friday when the store closes at the end of the day, all the orders, it's going to be drawn at random on. It's going to be done at random on Sunday. So this Sunday, after the store closes on Friday, all the orders, we're going to put them into a random number pick it, and one of the orders is getting $500 stuck in it. So remember, more orders you got in there, more chances you got to win, because it's not like you're just gambling because you're getting stuff for the orders, but more chances you got to get a $500 prize. So it's pretty freaking cool. I think Gio, he's in here. Gio won it last time. We got, oh yeah. I think the draft was awesome for us this year. Can I get a double pack if I don't buy a shirt? Yeah, you don't have to buy a shirt. You just have to be a VIP, and as long as your merch order is over $30, you could do $30 in slaps. You get a free double. Just it doesn't matter what your order is. It just matters the dollar amount. So once it hits over $30, it triggers something in the computer. The computer prints it out into a different stack, and those are the stacks that get the double drops of free gifts on the inside of it. Dude, it is raining. Damn rain stop. Yeah, it's just raining. It's been raining and raining every weekend. Rain. We just had the wettest April ever on record for the 130 years that they've been watching it or whatever, recording it, 100, whatever, however long they've been doing it. Said it was the wettest April on record, and May is following right along on suit. So I had 10 orders, probably gonna order more, bro. Thank you. That's fucking awesome. Dude, there are some people, they'll put in like 40 and 50 orders, and who's April? Our April in the Midwest just rained. And it was just rain the whole April here in the Midwest. So not much fun. So much rain. Yeah, it's raining right now. No track days. We didn't get hardly any track time in April. It's ridiculous. Wanted one of each, but work hours got cut. That's all right. I mean, it's got gonna try and ride this storm out. Yeah, dude, freaking storm. No, there's some people that they'll put in like 45 or 50 orders, and apparently they're reselling a ton of the stuff. So if they sell they're reselling stuff that they get and for like $100. And so they're only spending 30, and then they're selling for 70. So they're selling for 100, so they're making $70, and they're doing it like 45 or 50 freaking times because they're making a lot of money. If you're a VIP, no. So if you do the $1 order, that is just a 6-pack. So the $1 thing is there. Like if we're doing the big drop, then you don't want any of the merch. Like, I don't really have any money for the merch, or I just don't like any of your terrible designs, GT. then we do the $1 thing is right there. You can just do that, get a 6-pack, and be set. And then once that 6-pack's done, when you hit week 4 flour with it, you can put another $1 order in. But yeah, some people are making a killing. Just like they'll do like 50 orders right at $30, and they're making. I like know people that this is all they do. Like they wait for my drops, they buy 40 or 50 orders, and they just resell. Which I don't care. Hey, game is game. I respect it. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, it's very hard. This is very the chat is not very conducive today because I'm trying to read the chat off YouTube because the one on I'm streaming off my phone today because the last few times that we have tried to stream on my it's just been raining so much. The last few times we've tried to stream on my LAN connection, it like freezes buffers and then kicks us off after like 45 or 50 minutes. So we're trying to stream over the Wi-Fi today, which I actually like the picture better on the camera on my cell phone. I think the purples and blues and neon all show up. I think I like the picture better on my phone anyway. But it's very hard to read the chat because on the phone I only get 3 uh, I only get 3 chats at a time, and then on the YouTube, it just doesn't. When you're the one streaming, it doesn't work very well. So if I don't see your questions, it's because the live chat keeps constantly flipping between live chat and top chat, and it constantly messes up my order. Oh, blue shirts will sell out. Yeah, you can't sell out. They are it's unlimited numbers because it's a pre-order. But that would be cool. Ragnarok isn't even done its first week of veg and it's already outgrown my 2x2. I can see that, dude. The one that it's in the living room, we've had so many like shitty days. It's finally starting to look really, really good. That's the one that we started off where it was just a secret grow, and it started off. It was just that was where our secret grow. Remember, I just took the seeds and I threw them in that old pot that my the wife had in the living room, and we saw how long. Yeah, I mean, it made it like what was it like 7 or 8 weeks before she noticed it, and it's a windowsill plant, so it's doing okay. But I think I put a picture up of it the other day on the Discord. Restrained myself to one dugout. Well, I talked to the dugout guy, so he's going to be able to get me some more. So the nice part is if we won't have any members that won't get them. So if you want more, you can order more because I already talked to him and he's going to he's going to get us some more. So we won't have any members go without because technically there's like I don't know 600 or something people that are on the membership page, and we only had about 300-ish dugout. So it wasn't going to be if everybody wanted one, everybody wouldn't be able to get one. So that sucks. So I talked to him, and he's working on getting some more in. So I went in and increased the number of dugouts so it won't show sold out. But those will be a pre-sale, whereas the other ones I just have in right now. The dugout guy. So I can do the Dougie. Could you do a deep dive keeping 1 or 2 mothers if you only have 1 tent and that's for flower? Well, the nice part about the mothers is you don't really need a tent for them. You just need a dark area for them and a separate light. You don't actually have to put them in a tent because you couldn't keep the mothers if all you had was a flower tent. If all you had was a flower tent and you put the mothers in there, they are going to flower, so you can't keep them in there. So you would have to find a different area. Like a lot of people, they'll take and they'll turn like a downstairs bathroom, or if their house has 2 bathrooms, the bathroom is a really good place to do it because it has an exhaust fan already built into it usually. Usually they have either no windows or 1 small window that you can cover really easy. So a bathroom, like a spare bathroom, works really well to convert into an area to keep your mothers in. You will have to hang a light in there just because that little bathroom light's not going to be enough for a mother plant. But it's one of those things where, ow, I got a freaking splinter. I get a splinter. I'm not a child. I don't play on wood swing sets. My fucking knife is downstairs. Uh, so whenever you have the mothers, so you can either do it that way where you convert like a small bathroom area, or you can just put them in like a dark area of your basement and just, it's really easy to hang a light in a basement, especially if it's unfinished. You just stick it up into the wood beams. So you can do that with it. You can do them outside. The only problem with doing it outside is you have to watch for bugs. So all outside plants get bugs. The problem is when you take clones, since they're mothers, you should be taking, you use them to take clones off of. The problem comes where you take the outside mothers, cut their clones off, and then bring them inside. That's where you can run into problems with bringing bugs from your outside plant, even if it's healthy. Just plants live on bugs outside. That's the way it works. And bring that inside. Now you've got those outside bugs. You got them inside your garden, so you have to be careful with that. Used to use RO water, but shit had my water bill sky high. Switched to that, and plants didn't miss a beat. Switched to what? But I don't know. My water bills. We have a sprinkler system, so in the summertime, our water bill it's retarded how high it gets. Oh, well, if it's my mistake, that's different. So just put that in the notes on there. You're like, hey, GT, you're retarded and sent me the wrong pack. That's different story. That's a different story. Just put that in the note, in a little note section. That's different. So that's a different outcome. You're like, hey, you were a fucking retard on the last one and sent me the wrong pack. That's a completely different situation. Then yes, that's fine. The first one's green, and that one, this. Sometimes a thorn feels like a sliver. Yeah. So anyway, I was talking about mothers. Bella, what are you doing down here? What are you doing? Hi, bulldog. Dude, everything's getting expensive. Not just electricity. Electricity is expensive. The water's expensive. Everything's expensive. It's not crazy uncommon red pill since it's in one of the parentage. So it's not crazy uncommon. It's not the one that I generally look for whenever I'm doing my pheno, but it's not crazy uncommon. Woo! Hey GT, what's up, Robski? What's up, buddy? Right, I have a separate area with a light and fan. How big of a pot, feeding, water, etc. Okay, so that's the follow up to the mother's question. So with and I'm going to adjust this by telling you it's going to depend on the size of your mothers. So whenever you're talking about your mother size, how big do you let your mothers get? So it's because it's going to completely depend on how big you let them get, depending on how big of a pot. I don't really like my mothers, just like a size reference. I don't really like my mothers when they get like this big around and like 4.5, 5 foot tall. That's usually about the time that I kill them. That's when they're usually about 8 months old because they've been constantly getting haircuts. And the shape of a mother plant, it should. Where's my Post-its? The shape of a mother plant should be different looking than the size, the shape of a regular plant. So they're going to have a lot of legs. They'll have a lot of legs, but they won't have a lot of canopy down, and they'll be super, super wide. But they'll also be really dense because the whole time you've been getting haircuts of them. So every time you haircut them, they you take clones from them, they double up and double up and double up the number of branches. So you'll have these mothers with all these branches, but they won't, and they'll have this really weird shaped canopy, and then just this super long leg. So you'll have your pot down here, you'll have all this leg, and then you'll have this super wide canopy where it almost looks like you've got it scrogged out, but you have your canopy up here, and then you just have all this leg down here. So they look like, they got this top section of bushiness where you've been taking all your clones from, and then it's just legs and pot, and the plant's still in veg. So it doesn't look like a plant that's in veg. It looks like a plant that you've already had in flower because it's all cleaned up down here and lollipopped, and it's just because of the way you've been shaping them, where you just keep cloning and cloning and cloning and cloning and taking clones and taking clones. So it's one of those things where that doesn't look like a normal shape. Well, eventually they get to be too much of a pain in the ass. I mean, with mothers, they get so dense and so dense and so dense that they eventually become just too much of a pain in the ass. They start requiring too much work. So generally around like the 6-month mark, I will one of my of the batches of clones that I take, I'm going to take one and turn it into the new mother plant. So I will take it through its clone area, I will take it through the rest of it, and then take it in through its veg. And whenever I get ready to throw the main clone out or the main mother out at about 8 months ish, sometimes a little before, sometimes a little after. It just depends on how many other mothers I got. I got a lot of mothers in there. It's sooner, and if I don't have too many mothers in there at the time, then it's not as soon, and I can let them get a little bit bigger. Because all my mothers stay in one big 6x8 tent that's not even in the grow room. It's in the unfinished part of the basement. So I start bringing the new mother up. Once I got the new mother up to size where I'm like, okay, I can at least get 12 good clones off of her whenever I do it's time to clone that strain. Then I will kill the big mother. I don't like flowering the big mother plants because they are a freaking nightmare to deal with in flower. Just because they eat so much food, the root system is so giant, so developed. The last time we did it, chat, you all talked me into. You guys talked me into. They're like, we want to see you flower those mothers. So we took. It was 2 mothers. It started off as 3, but we took 2 mothers in a 4x8. That's when the 4x8 was still in. We had a 4x8 still in the room on that back wall. It was started off as 3 mothers, and I was like, this is going to be way too big. So we killed off one of them, and we had 2 mothers that filled out an entire 4x8. Just 2 plants, the entire 4x8. It's because you guys were like, let's do it. Flower the mother plants. It was a nightmare to take care of them because they require so much work, they drink so much water. I had them in 7-gallon pots. Looking back on it, I probably should have upgraded them to like a 10 or a 15-gallon pot. They drank 3 gallons of water a day each. So I would have to put 3 gallons of water in a 7-gallon pot because it would just soak it all up. And if I didn't water it, if I did that at 7 in the morning and I didn't water it by 7 in the morning the next day, they had started to fall. Yeah, it's 420 on the east side. Do what you got to do. And then on top of that, they were eating around 1,500 ppms every 3rd watering. So every 4 freaking days, I had to feed them 1,500 ppms. That's 3 times the normal amount of feeding because they're 3 times the size of the plant. But we had 2 plants that took up the entire 4x8. There's colas everywhere, only off 2 plants. There's pictures of me on my old Instagram before they deleted it, where I didn't want anybody to think it was like trick photography, where people will put like their plant a bud that would really be this size, but you stick. It's like holding the fish up, where you put it out in front of the arch restaurant. I'm like, oh, look how much bigger the marker, the bud looks compared to the size of my head. Versus if I'm close up to it, oh, that doesn't look anywhere near as impressive. Oh shit, it's a monster. I didn't want anything, but I think it was like trick photography. So I went and stood in front of them, and the plants were. I'm 6'2", and the plants were gigantic over the top of my head. They were like, they were, and I was in front of them. You get what the drop is automatically if over 30. Yes, correct. Get closer, it looks bigger. Yeah, exactly. So that's the reason I went in front of it and it had it behind me. So everybody was like, holy fuck, look at the size of the plant. He's in front of it, not behind it. making it look smaller, not me. Yeah, so it was great. May the 4th be with you. Oh my God, dude, we got a sale going on during May the 4th. We might have to do something. We might have to do something tomorrow for Star Wars Day. May the 4th, baby. Hey, thanks for placing an order, Richard. Appreciate it. Boom, boom, boom. Your strawberry mosa tested out at only 14. That sucks, man, because I've had people that have tested it out at like 27. But still tastes good. If you chase THC percentiles, that ain't it. But you always chase effect and taste. The THC shit, nobody cares. But a bunch of people, like whenever I tested mine, it was at 27%, and I've seen a bunch of other people test theirs at 27. Eat, smoke, gym time. Let's go. That sounds like a good afternoon. Hey, GT! Happy Saturday, man. I hope it's treating you fantastic. I hope those answered all of your questions about mothers. Those were really big mothers. Generally, I feed my other mothers 7 to 10 gallon pots. Watering the exact same way I always water my plants. I keep them on an 18/6 light schedule. Give them haircuts every 2 weeks. Keep the bottom cleaned up. Lots of air movement through them. There you go. Got my shirt dug out. Nice. Yeah, the JCK theme. Ooh. Quick question. Is it water, water, feed, or water, 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 feed, repeat? It is. It depends on if you are in cocoa or if you are... That's the same schedule of the water, 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 feed. If you're on cocoa, it's feed, water, 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 feed. Or if you are in soil, it is water, pre-amended soil. Like we grow on Fox Farm, so like I don't feed them the entire time. I don't feed them the entire time they're in veg. So it's just water, 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 until I get into flower, and then I've transplanted the last time in flower, and it's like you go another 2.5, 3 weeks, so it's just water, water, water in flower. And then you finally get to where you have to feed because you're not transplanting into pre-amended soil anymore because the plants are locked down in under the scrog net. So then I'll finally start feeding. Generally, you guys have seen decades of my plants at this time or by this time, and I only usually feed my plants, like my regular flowering plants, I only usually feed them their whole life like 2 or 3 times where I'm putting actual food in where I'm putting actual food in the water that I'm feeding. So usually in my water, it is just like supplements or micronutrients. Like I'll put in there like Great White. That is my mycorrhiza. I'll put in like blackstrap molasses 1 time a month. That is to feed the mycorrhiza. That's what they like to eat. If you're growing, if you're using recharge, all that stuff's already put together. You know, it's like blackstrap molasses, kelp, or seaweed. Mycorrhiza, it's in a bunch of micronutrients, so it already has it in there. So you don't have to add those separate things. I've got recharge going right now. I've also got mycorrhiza. I'll use both. They both work great. And I'll do my CalMag if it's week 1 of veg through week 3 of flower. They get CalMag. And then if I'm past week 3 of flower, if I'm in week 4 of flower through week 7 of flower, they get their mag sulfur product, and we lose the CalMag. So it's very basic the way I do my feeding and watering schedule and stuff like that. So it's not one of those things where I feed a lot. I think that's one of the nice parts about the system is it takes one of like your 3 major building blocks to become a good gardener. Is your 3 like what's the core foundation I need to learn to become a good grower? It's watering, it's your light, and it's your food. Those are your 3 cornerstones of becoming. My order was exactly $30. Yes, 100%. And the cost of your shipping counts, guys. So if your order was only $25 and then you add shipping to it, that counts. So your shipping total counts on there. I'm very nice with that. And so you get your 3 cornerstones of growing locked down I'm loving this sour grape rock candy. Do you still have it available? Maybe. It's possible. We got a pheno hunt going on it for it right now with the very last 6 seeds that somebody was gracious enough to send to me because they ordered and they had never used. So we have a pheno hunt. We have 6 possibilities, but if I don't find the pheno I like, I'm going to kill them all and then we won't have any more. So we might not. We'll see. But the biggest 3 things whenever you're growing, your cornerstone is your light, your watering, and your feeding. Well, by doing it the way that I do, and I show you guys, we're removing, basically, for the most part, one of those cornerstones that you have to pay attention to, which is the food. Because when you transplant all the time, this is another reason I have you guys do this all the time. When you go from cubes to solos to 1 gallons to 3s to 5s, every time you do that, you are technically feeding. You just had your hands off of it because the food is already in the soil. It's a pre-amended soil. That's why that soil from Fox Farms costs so much, because it's already got the food. They're in the computer. You guys probably won't get that reference, but it's one of the reasons that we do it that way is because as a new grower, it takes one of those things that you have to really pay attention to off the table. Like, hey, I just give them freaking water. That's all I do. It makes it simpler for you. Guys, just a quick announcement. Small commercial break here. Guys, quick announcement. If you didn't know, this week, there is no better week on the planet to join the membership page over at WTTGT. I can promise you, there is no better week. We had the greatest first day in sales that we have ever had on the channel. Yesterday was the biggest by far. It was by a pretty large margin. We had the best first opening day of a sale that we've ever had. There is no better day to join the membership page. Trust me. You might want to go over there and check it out. All right, we're back. Also, guys, all orders this week that qualify for a $500 prize, we're giving away this Sunday. We sell you the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. Guys, one of the orders that we are going to draw randomly, it doesn't matter if it was for $10 or if it was for $400. They all get the same amount of entries, and we're going to randomly draw it this freaking Sunday. I'm giving somebody $500. Obviously, the more orders, the more chances you have to win. So, I mean, you guys were already going to order stuff anyway, but why not give you one of your $500 back anyway? Remember to hit that like button. Thanks. Trying to join. GT, I'm trying to join and ask me for an access code. Jimmy, did you already sign up? If you did, check your email because it's going to send you an email with your access code. Sometimes it goes into your spam folder. If you have signed up and you haven't gotten your access code, if somebody would kindly put my email in the chat so Jimmy could send me an email and I will send it to him. But it is to the grow tent with gmail.com. That's the number 2, the grow tent at gmail.com. Much appreciated. Back off, Geo. You're winning too much. I already got my cash tube and slap order. Oh, I love it. My wife was like looking at the designs last night. She's like, I gotta tell you. She goes, your designs you've been doing lately, she goes, they're great. I was like, hey, thanks. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, what are you doing down here? What are you doing? How come every time I stream, you come up? Oh, you just wanted me to hold you so you could go to sleep. I see. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. You just wanted to hold me. You just wanted me to hold you. She was like sitting at my feet, just like looking up at me. You wanted to be held so you could flip your head over and go to bed. That's all I am to you. Somebody to sleep on. What, you gonna wake up for this? You gonna wake up for this? What's up, Nuggy? Good to see you, buddy. I've had a membership for a good while, and I've never done the consults that come with them. I probably just talking racing. Dude, do you want to call and talk racing? I'm all about it, but you're hurting my feelings. I like talking to everybody on the consults. I do around, 40-ish consults every single week. It's my favorite part of my day, getting to talk to all of you. So you're hurting my feelings by not using your consults that come with your VIP packages. Guys, if you're looking for the place to go do it, just, I don't know, check out WTTGT. I'm not allowed to post any links. I can't type it out. But I'm sure if with those 5 letters, you can figure out how to get there. Oh, good morning. Oh, thank you. Why are you so freaking cute? Huh? Why are you so cute? Oh, good night. Hey, Andrew, you can be late to the party. You're still here. Not 40 a day, 40 a week. But it is 40 a week. It's about 40 a week. Sometimes it's 35, sometimes it's 55. Like at the beginning of the month, it's around the higher parts because people use them all right at the beginning of the month. So it's right around 55. And then towards like the last week of the month, it's usually around 35 because most everybody's already done them already. And then there's some people that don't use them. And there's some people like they'll join at the higher tiers and they have like, it says it comes with 1 hour. How do I sign up for my consults? Just send me a message over on our membership page at WTTGT. Send me a private message on there, and I'll tell you the available slots we have coming up. I'm usually booked, 3 or 4 days out. And I'm usually booked about 3 or 4 days out, and we'll get you on the schedule. I'll give you available times, and $500 makes me holler. Woo! you have no personality. You're supposed to be bringing the energy up on the stream, and all you do is get on here and you're like, you're talking me to sleep. You're killing me, Belle. This is not an on-air personality. You sleeping is just, you're draining me. You're draining the life out of the stream. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. People are watching you right now, and you're going to bed. You have zero interest. How am I supposed to work with this? How am I supposed to work with you whenever this is your on-air personality? Why don't you get up and hang out with everybody? She was a wild woman that, as a puppy. As a bulldog adult, sleeps all day. Just sleeps. She'll get up for she's probably awake 2 hours of the day. She'll sleep all night. She gets up, goes outside, go to the bathroom. 15 minutes later, back in bed. All right, come on. If you're not going to add to the show, you got to lay on the floor. I can't hold you. Oh, now she's upset. She's huffing at me. You must sound like Morgan Freeman to that dog. Like from Shawshank. Yeah, the black grapefruit. That's the pheno that we call obsidian. So if you ever hear me talking about obsidian, it's the black grapefruit pheno of the Spartan skunk, which it's super recognizable. The whole plant turns black, black and purple. The bud's black and purple. The leaves are black and purple. It smells just like grapefruit. It's fantastic. We call it obsidian. It's such a standout pheno that it got its own name. Bella's been on a t-shirt before. Well, it was on a sticker that was the Wooberry design. So it was Ricky GT holding Bella, pointing, and then on the smash up, she was on the center of that too with Ricky GT. She's been on she's been on shirts. Bella's been on there. My new racing canopy that I got for this year is that smash up of all the artwork, and it's Ricky GT in the center of it. The canopy is 10 by 20. It's gigantic. And it's all the smash up of all the artwork and Ricky GT and Bella right in the middle of it. So racing this year, people are like, what the fuck is that? And it's that giant colorful artwork. It's 20 foot fucking long. Sure, this was asked, but is the drop open to non-members? It is not. This one is not open to non-members, but you can fix that real quick by heading on over to WTTGT. Even if you just sign up for the month and leave. That's not usually recommended, but I can promise you I'll make you a better grower if you hang out more. And, oh, what was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, the calls. I have quite a few guys. They'll do like where they get the more call time, and instead of using it on one call, they'll break it up into like. I got one guy that has the hour, and he breaks his up into 15-minute increments. So like every Friday we talk. I'm like, hey, do this, 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 and this. And we do that every Friday. He takes and he breaks his time up into 2 smaller ones, or into 4 smaller ones, and he goes, he gets to talk to me every week. So we sit there and make adjustments every week. It's like I go over to his house every Friday. Oh, I wish I could get my hands on Wooberry and Spartans. Those are both available right now. You could just put an order in, not during a drop. After the store closes on Friday, it'll be down for probably 4-ish days or 5 days. But then when it reopens without any t-shirts in it, you can just do the same thing with the $30 orders and pick out whatever you want. Just don't do it while we have drops going on. We literally get thousands of orders, and it gets really confusing when I'm trying to ship all the drop stuff out. If I'm pulling now, besides trying to keep all the merch of thousands of orders, also having to pull from different bins. So with the free gifts. I have 3 double drops of the Spartan Skunk. I haven't grown yet because of the smell. Yeah, the smell, you really have to be careful because, like, if you get the obsidian, you don't have to worry about the smell too much because it smells like grapefruit. But the rest of them are, like, if you're in an apartment or you have to worry about where, like, the smell getting, like, if you're in an apartment where you got really shitty neighbors, it's probably not the best one to grow because it's very strong smelling. The wife went to her mother's house for 3 days whenever we were trimming it all up. She's like, I can't breathe. I was like, it's glorious. What's the link again? Guys, if you were looking, I can't post links. But if you guys are looking for it, you can always send me an email to thegrow10@gmail.com, or you can just find it using WTTGT. I can't give you the rest of it. Like after, a dot and 3 more letters. I can't give that to you. I can't give you a full link. Yeah, no problem there, Blues Man. No problem. ADHD's in the house. What's up, brother? I want the stinky Spartan. Yeah, that's what the majority of it is. That's one of the strains I'm not allowed to grow anymore, and that sucks because I really want to do a pheno hunt for the obsidian line because I think it looks cool with how it turns black and purple. Like the whole plant turns black and purple. And it's a cool pheno when it gets its own name. It's the same strain, but it gets its own name just because how different the pheno is on it. Transplanting Ragnarok right now. Nice. I like it. Dude, Ragnarok is a fucking hammer. That's one of those ones where I got shit to do today. I can't pick that one up. JGT, how did you select the mothers? And there's no fathers, it's just mothers and mothers for the new drop. You guys remember almost all my stuff is feminized. I'll do like maybe 1 drop every 2 years that's regular because I think new people should grow regular stuff too. I think it's a really good thing to, even if you just do it once, because I get a lot of people, like, especially the new people, like, how do I tell the difference between a girl and a boy plant? Just grow them once. The second you see a boy go into flower, you'll never think again, like, damn, that could be a girl. No, you only have to see a male plant in real life one time and be like, oh, that's a male. I don't ever have to wonder what they look like again. So it's one of those things where, like, oh yeah, you just got to do that. You just have to do that once, and then you don't have to do it again. So it's one of the reasons that I like it. That I like it for, people that at least grow it once. That's why I always place 3 to 4 separate orders. Yeah, you get way more. So yeah, if you were in there and you're like, oh, I want to, this only works for VIPs though. This only works for members. If you're a regular person, this doesn't work for you. But if you're a member, and let's say you wanted 3 shirts, you make 3 separate orders, you get 3 different free gifts. Non-members, this is one of the ways membership pays for itself gigantically. Non-members, you make 3 separate orders, you just had 3 separate orders. It's all going to go to 1. Members get many orders as they want. Many separate $30 orders as they want, because they all have free gifts in them. Magic. My best morning strain, every morning I start with strawberry mimosa. That's my favorite. It's very gassy, with a huge strawberry backing on it. That's my favorite pheno of it. But every single morning starts with strawberry mimosa. I made it again 2 times in a row. Welcome, Miller. Be a lot cooler if you did. What'd you miss? Nah, not much. We just hanging out and talking shit. Rainbow Sherbet? No. Rainbow Sherbet's like, hey, I got nothing to do today. I'm going to smoke a bunch of this and lay on my couch and watch The Price is Right. That's what Rainbow Sherbet is. Strawberry Mimosa is my morning strain. I literally start every single morning with it. Membership has its benefits. They're gigantic. Once again, I got people that literally just do that. They'll put in like 45 or 50 orders, and then they resell all their stuff. And like, you know, they get your order for $30, and then they're selling their stuff for $100, so they're making $70 off all those $45 and $50 orders. It's and I don't fault them. Hey, that's the prices I set for my merch. My Spartan Skunk OG turns red and smells of pineapples. I don't think anybody's ever got that pheno. Dude, make sure you take a cut of that. That sounds fucking awesome. How does it smell like pineapples? We'll have to trace that family. I don't know anything in that family tree that's, well, I don't know. Fuck, that's awesome. That's fucking sweet. Yes, VIP does get bird food. It's one of the main benefits. I think the main benefit is the consults. I think that's my ego talking, though. They want to talk to me. That's why they're signing up. It has nothing to do with any other free gifts that come with it. They just want to talk to GT and Bella. Oh, yeah, being in Australia. Dude, like, I know a bunch of banks that don't even ship to Australia anymore. Like, it got so bad with trying to get through customs in Australia. Like, I know quite a few banks that don't even ship there anymore. Because I used to have a place that carried my, stuff that shipped to Australia, and now they're like, they quit shipping to Australia because it got so bad. They lost so many orders. You want to talk to me about snakes? Fuck yeah, I'll fucking talk about snakes. If you ever want to plants, snakes, race cars, and video games. If you want to keep me on the phone past my console time, any of those subjects, I'll fucking talk all day. So I got 5 shirts and Dougie on the same order. I'll send you a message there, Jeff. I'll send you a message there, buddy. Send me a message. I'll talk to you about it. I think it's the spreadsheets. I agree. I think that the spreadsheets are fucking awesome. I think they're fucking cool as shit. I like the spreadsheets. It's Ball Bella. She's sleeping. Let's see. Can I get the camera? Oh God, I'm moving everything. It's all wired. I can't get it over there. It won't make it. It won't stretch. She's sleeping like right down there. Just sleeping again. That's all that dog does is sleep. It's your time. Talk about what you want. Yeah, exactly. If you want to call up and talk to me about American Girl dolls, I guess I'll do it. I won't know what to say. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll still do it. But you want to talk about a new video game you're playing? You need help with that? I can try my best. If you want to talk about race cars, with race cars, if I don't have another call coming up, you're going to be hard to get me off the phone. It's so, dude, that's fucking cool as shit, Ozzy. GT, a couple of my mates over here have got your stuff. Yeah, so we used to have a bank that would ship over there, and that's how a lot of it got over there, but it's crazy. Console or computer, I do both. So like right now, My PC rig is actually right behind us here. I got a. It's not like anything crazy. It was nice a couple of years ago. I have a 3080 Ti card, which was a nice card like 3 or 4 years ago. Um, like a 1 terabyte solid state drive. I don't know, it was a decent build. It's all glowy. I like it. How you liking the new car holler? Awesome. But I play console too. I play Xbox or PlayStation. PlayStation. I have like the little VR headset, the PlayStation VR headset that sits on, and I like to play virtual Gran Turismo. I got the Gran Turismo 7. I like racing because it'll actually make you like when you first start doing it, make you kind of like sick to your stomach because your brain is reading that you're going fast, but you're sitting still, so you don't have the motion with it. But you'll go over like stuff like that, and your brain, you'll actually be like, oh my god, you'll lose your stomach, and you're not actually moving. So it's crazy how fast your brain starts to believe what it's seeing in here that it's actually happening in real life. So. Nice. You got Xbox? Yeah, we used to stream every Friday and Sunday night on Twitch, and we would play Call of Duty. And a lot of times, people that played if you guys played Call of Duty, they would come. The viewers would come play with us, me and Con. Will all the slaps stay in the store even when the shirts leave? Yeah, so all the slaps do stay in the store when the store leaves until they sell out, and then I don't ever make them again. So the slaps are only available till I run out of them, and then once the design runs out, they're gone forever. The new trailer is awesome. I haven't got to use it too much because it's just been freaking raining. So yeah, it's been freaking raining over here forever. And every time we were supposed to be at a race today. We don't have the kids. They're at their grandma's. So it's me and the wife. We were supposed to be racing all day, and it's fucking raining. Rain. I feel like I live in Seattle. So it's just been raining. So we don't even have any kids because a lot of times when like the wife, she likes to watch me race and compete, and it's one of her favorite things. We've been together for 23 years now. Me and the wife have been together, and she always liked to watch me race. So she's been coming to watch me race forever. A lot of times the kids, they go hang out with their grandmas because they don't really like being at the track for 13 hours. The wife loves it. She'll sit there and eat edibles all day, and start of the day she drives the golf cart around. By the end of the day, she can't drive the golf cart around anymore. The greatest race on earth, Bathurst. I think the greatest race on earth, not a car, just in general, the greatest race on earth would probably have to be the Isle of Man TT. Those guys are freaking bananas. If you've never seen the Isle of Man, I like watching horse racing too. If it's racing, I'm watching. I do like Bathurst though. I think it's awesome. The Isle of Man TT, I think, for the amount of balls that those guys have, if you've never watched the Isle of Man TT, that's on my bucket list. I want to go to the Isle of Man and I want to watch the TT. If you've never seen, you're like, what the fuck is GT talking about? What's the Isle of Man TT? Go to YouTube, type in Isle, ISLE of Man TT highlights. Just watch the highlights and watch these guys. This is not a racetrack they're on. They are on an island. And it's a regular road with houses and towns, and they race one lap around the Isle of Man. And somebody dies every year. Watch how fast these fucking guys are going. It's like you don't see them and go, ha! And that's how fast they're driving through a town with curves and roads, and there's cliffs on this side, and there's houses. Like, here's the road, here's a house, right on the road. And these guys are going, ha! That's how fast they're going by down the road. And they're flying. It's the most insane racing I have ever seen. It's not even a question. To me, to somebody else, there might be like, oh no, that's cool and all, but I think this race is crazier. To me, watching Isle of Man TT highlights, that is another level. That is another level of cojones. Because, and skill. The skill level of these people is off the charts. Did you know that there is a clause in all of the MotoGP, the guys that race MotoGP, there is a clause in all their contracts that says they cannot compete in the Isle of Man because it is so dangerous. If I'm telling you, if you've never watched it, go on YouTube. This is an afternoon well spent. You can leave my stream. I'm telling you, it's that cool to watch. Go watch the Isle of Man TT. Just type in Isle of Man TT, and man is two N's, MANN, TT. Just the letter T, time trial. Go watch it. I'm telling you, it's fucking insane. It is insane. These guys are leaving the starting line, and their family that's there has no idea if they're ever going to see them again. That's how crazy the racing is. They are insane. Yeah, man, yes, exactly what I'm talking about. It's the craziest race. Like, non-racing people will even like seeing it. It's like, holy shit. What are these people doing? The level of skill and balls that it takes. Even they can be the best rider. And the thing is, since you're racing around an island, it could be raining on one side of the island and dry over here, and then raining again over here, and super windy over here, and they're on a freaking motorcycle. GT, what's your favorite kind of car? Oof, that's a good question. I mean, I always race for the most part. Most of my racing career has been like coupe, Fox body Mustangs. I think they make great race cars. I think it would depend on the kind of what we were doing with the car. Like, just favorite overall for like daily driver, favorite overall to track, like to do track days with. If it's drag racing, it's the Fox body Mustang. That's what I've raced most of my life. They're super light. They have awesome suspension from the factory. Well, the style of suspension, which means I can use 4-link and it still counts as stock suspension. And I think it would just depend on what I'm doing. Because like if I was going track day racing, where we're going around a lot of corners and stuff like that, it wouldn't be a Fox body Mustang. It'd probably be the Viper was really good. I don't know, the ZL11LE was really good around it. I mean, Corvettes are really good around it. That'd be a hard question to answer. I think it would have to be specific. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question. Like, how could you pick one like favorite overall? Maybe just favorite overall. Like, I had to live with it every day. I'm really torn because it could be like a 66 Chevy 2 Nova would be high up on the list, a 69 Chevelle or a 67, different body styles completely, but very cool. Both of those would be on the list. 70 Boss Mustang would be probably high up on the list. ZR1 Corvette, the C4 version, they had the 32 valve motor, would be super high on the list. A 2016 Viper, yeah, but I don't know if I want to live with the Viper ACR every day, but it was a great car. I don't know. There's too much. That's too good of a question. 69 Yanko Nova, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a fantastic car. Even 69 Yanko Camaro. I wasn't going with that. You could go with the Copos in there too. Or maybe like an AC Cobra. I mean, that's freaking classic. Or GT40 would be awesome. I just don't know if I could live with those every day. I can't find the access code GT. Hey, School Crop, they should email it to you. If you don't have the email, send me an email at tothegrow10@gmail.com. That's the number 2, thegrow10@gmail.com, and I will get one to you. But check your spam. If it's not in your spam, it probably just hasn't sent out yet. Sometimes it can take like 5 or 6 hours to send them out. And if you don't want to wait that long, just send me a message and I'll send it back to you. That's, the 67 fastback. That's where I was at with like the Boss, like the 429. Was it the 69 or 70 Boss that had the 429 in it? You ever seen that motor in that under the hood? There's like this much room between like the headers and the freaking wheel wells. That motor's like they winched it in there. Niece just graduated summa cum laude. If you guys don't know what summa cum laude is, there's cum laude and then there's summa cum laude. Like cum laude is the honor roll, and then like summa cum laude is like the super honor roll. So congrats to the niece. That's awesome. Everyone, please hit the like button. Please, please. Thank you so much. Please, please hit the like button. Hey GT, I couldn't do the VIP this week. Rent and other bills. Hey bro, I get it, man. I get it. You're never gonna hear me complain. Oh dude, I hate getting sick. I hate getting sick. I got kids, so I get to get sick all the time because I constantly go to the germ factory at school, and then they're like, "Oh, parents," they send you a text just so you know what's coming. Parents, just so you know, 3 diagnosed cases of strep were in your kid's class this week. I respect that answer. Do you build or just drive? We do both. So I've bought cars before. It's way cheaper doing that way. Let somebody else spend the money, and we build them all the time. And if you're a racer, then you're going to, even if you buy one, you're going to break it, and then you're going to have to build it anyway. So we can do both. I got a lift actually in my garage. Makes everything way easier. What time is it? Oh, we're over an hour already. Guys, I'm going to say tomorrow is May the 4th. You guys are only going to know about this because you're on here. And I guess it'll only be well, you guys might know about it. But tomorrow is May the 4th. I'm a big Star Wars fan. May the 4th be with you. We might play an extra game tomorrow for Star Wars Day. All right. And that's what I'm going to leave with you guys. Remember, if you want to get in on the merch drop, it's happening right now. Guys, if you want extra free gifts with your merch drop, remember to head on over to WTTGT and get in there. Also, Revenge of the Sith is actually back in theaters right now. It's doing fantastic. I think I'm going to go see it this weekend. And, yeah. I can only say how much of a good time it is to join the VIP program over on the membership page, WTTGT. Like this week. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe check out the merch store after you do it. All right. Cherry Comics Sledgehammer Gen 2 drop this week for the members. Guys, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're dropping the video. The winner of the Grow Contest is being announced. They're going to get the first place prize. Where is it? Hold on. I got to go get it. Yeah. Boom! Trophy. We're going to win this badass trophy. They're going to win this tomorrow. Somebody's getting this thing tomorrow. TTGT Grow Off with the badass design. It's all holographic and reflective. Got a bunch of my artwork on there. Look, you can see Bella. You got it right there. You can hang this bitch on your wall, or you can put a deck. This is a real deck. You can put boards on it and go grind rails. It says Grand Champion on the bottom. I probably wouldn't grind with this one. This would make a really, really cool. This is the trophy for the Grow Contest. Somebody's winning this tomorrow. Tomorrow. Somebody's winning this. They're also going to win a grand. And if they would like, they don't have to, but if they would like, they get to be on our second podcast guest ever. Somebody is going to win the trophy, $1,000. Announcement tomorrow. And they get the opportunity to be on the second guest ever. The first guest ever on the podcast was Tardis, the winner of the first grow. He was hanging out in here earlier. step away from the skateboard. No. I will not. So make sure you check it out. All right, guys. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Stay tuned tomorrow. We might be playing another game. All right, I'll see you guys later. It's GT. I'm out of here, guys. Go have a good weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you come check out because that video is going to have plan in it, and you don't want to miss it. All right? Because YouTube's not going to tell you about it. I'll see you guys.